welcome. And just leave this one on charge. Both of them on charge at the same time. Do I have other chargers now? Because I lost them. Oh, nice. Just give me 2 ticks. That is just over here. Hello. Yeah, fine. Just let it charge. This camera. No, phone, no. Stay. There. You can just chill for a bit more. Yes. 20 minutes.
The other side. That's what the supermarket is. Here we go. As fast as you can go, Franklin. Excuse me. Get out of the way. Get out of the... Oh, no. I told you to get out of the way. Oh, no. Now someone else is crashing into me, too. Come on. No, don't. Come on. Don't throw me out. Please don't. We're trying to get the same place. No. You want to play that game? Two can play that game. Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm running away. I don't want to get a 1 level. I don't recognize those vehicles. What are those? Have they got snowplows on the road? I think they have. Whoa. Check it out. Hey, listen, you're going to need a lot of those vehicles if you want to plow up over the snow. Hey, excuse me, do you mind if I borrow this vehicle? I'll do the job for you for free. How does that sound? Now, come on, get out. I need this. Oh, no, where are you going? Buzz for me? Come on, give me the car. Oh, he's not happy. This is a really cool vehicle. Check it out. It's like plowing the snow as we go. So there's a 24/7 just around the corner. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's just at the bottom of this road. Whereas there it is. All right, let's park this up. Oops. come on, let's grab some stuff. I need to stock up on as many things as I can. Bread, tuna, donuts. Oh, you've got fresh donuts? Yes, please. I'll get the pink one, the one with sprinkles. Man, you got so many options. All the breads, all the noodles, cereal. There's many things I can get, really. I want all the calorific stuff. I don't know how long we'll be stuck inside my house for. Sausages, yes. Ham as well, perfect. Yeah, we'll grab some fish fingers as well. And pizza. I don't care if we don't have any fruit. I mean, this stuff is gonna keep us alive. But you know what isn't gonna keep us alive? These clothes. We need something way warmer than this, like a jacket with feathers or something made of wool or something. Yeah, hey, that's the guy from the truck. No way! Hey, come on, man! You followed me all the way here? You just focus on surviving, dude. Do you have any idea how bad this snowstorm's gonna get? I was told by the army it's gonna be insane. All right, come on, go. I can't believe you followed me all the way to the store. Can you believe that? You just really want this vehicle. Now, the nearest clothes store is just down there, I think. Let me check my radar. Yeah, we got one there. That's just down this road, and then we will be taking a right. For all I know, it could be buried under snow. Wait, whoa, I think it is. According to this, the clothes store is meant to be like just 1 block away, and I'm telling you now, it's under snow. It's been buried. I gotta find another one. There's one next to the police station. There's another one there, but that's totally just. There's one down there. I think I might try the police station. Because if anything, those guys are gonna actively try and clear out their road. They're gonna need to. It's the police. What did I say? Roads are totally empty. Whoa, what happened here? Hey, I don't think we can go through those cones, sir. I'm just trying to drive through. Hey, come on, give him a break. There's an ambulance. It must be a car crash. Wait, whoa, I know that guy. That's Michael.
Are you friends or family?
Yeah, I'm friends. Can I go and take a look at him? Man, Michael, are you good? What happened, dude?
I can't feel my legs.
Sounds like it was a bad crash. Hey, give me the lowdown, Doc.
Well, he needs to go to a hospital, but we haven't got any space left, and I don't think it's safe driving him back.
So we're just gonna leave him here?
Unless you want to take him on.
Yeah, sure. I'll take him on. Hey, Michael, you know who I am?
Oh.
I don't even think he can see me. I don't even know if he knows I'm here. Dude, his entire car flipped. All right, listen, is there clothes? Yeah, the clothes store's down there. You just look after him for 5 minutes. I'm going to grab some more clothes. Can't believe he got in a car crash. I wonder if his family knows. Please tell me they are. Please. Yes. Oh, man, I'm so happy you're open. Thank you so much. So they'll be closed with the snowstorm and everything. Nice. Jackets look good. I'm looking for something thick, something that's going to keep me warm. I will literally take anything. I mean, what a hoodie, though. It's got to be the warmest stuff you have. Do you have everything? Come on, you can't have sold out of everything. I can literally see the jackets I need. Now we're talking. This is the warmest we can get. Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure this was the last one. She had to go digging for this. Into the back road. Took longer than 5 minutes, but they waited for me. That's nice of them. It's real nice. Oh man, I hope he finds somewhere to stay. I don't think he'll survive on the street. No, dude, it's not Halloween yet. Okay, right, let's just... What kind of costume is that? Come on, it's a snowstorm. All right, I'm taking it away with me. I'm his friend. I'm Franklin. Come on, Michael. I'll take you back to your family. Whoa, it gets so heavy. Phew, my vehicle's still there. Hey, thanks for letting me take you.
You do it us a favor.
Yeah, tell me about it. I can't believe the hospitals are full. Okay, let's get you back home. 2 days in beds, and you'll be back to normal in no time. I'm sure Amanda's already making you some chicken soup. Oh, chicken soup in this kind of weather? You can't go wrong. Any more updates on this snowstorm?
Snowdrifts, the heights of Maze Bank. That's what we're looking at in the next few days. Do not underestimate the snow.
Snowdrifts as high as Maze Bank? You can't be serious. That's the tallest tower in Los Santos. Yeah, I've already seen some pretty crazy ones. Oh man, that's another snowdrift. Is that the same one?
142 people are missing in the snow, and neither of them subscribe to North. If you want any chance of surviving, subscribe to North.
Am I dreaming right now? The radio is telling you to subscribe to my channel, or else you could go missing in the snowstorm. Is that even possible? You better do it. So I'm pretty sure Michael's house is that way. Straight through the drifts. Yeah, okay. Right, we got the best vehicle for this, don't worry. I love how we're meant to be clearing roads with this. But instead, we're just driving over snowdrifts. not being helpful to anyone other than my friends. Ah, man, this thing's too heavy. Oh, watch out, dude! You should have seen me coming down. I literally couldn't control it. No, come on, don't start a fight with me now, please. Please, I just get out of here. Just go, Franklin. You need to give him a second of your time. Hey, come back! Whew, we made it back to Mike's. Hey, what's up with these cars? There's so many in your drive. It's really weird. Did Amanda invite some people over? Even the windows are frosted up. Someone had to like rub the snow off. By the way.
There are over 2 million armed forces veterans in the UK, but for some, the battle continues. Behind closed doors, they struggle. The Royal British Legion supports them, whatever the need, whenever it's needed.
That is low-key kind of terrifying, just seeing that amount of snow around the corner. Surely you can walk by now. All right, nearly. Hey, Amanda, I got your husband, Michael. Are you going on the floor? He had a little bit of an injury, car crash. You know how it is.
Not again.
Again? Really? This isn't the first time? Where am I? Dude, you still got concussion. Just keep an eye on him, okay?
Okay.
Well, I want to take a look around this place. Oh, wow, you got quite a few people over. Oh, those guys. Trevor, nice to see you. That's Dave. Wow, I haven't seen him in ages. Lamar, what? Denise? Wait, so everyone's just gone to Michael's now? Where was my invite? Don't tell me anything about anything. Even Bronze here, Lester, some more random people. Maybe there's neighbors, but this is pretty cool. You got like a nice setup and stuff. Hey, Jimmy, do you even know I'm here? He's glued in on his phone. All right, guys, I like this. This is a great place. Do you mind if I bring Chop over here? I would love to join. What are you gonna chop up?
Yes, honey, you can bring whoever you want.
Chop's gonna love this. All the attention he's gonna get. He hasn't seen like half of these people in years. But there's one good thing about a snowstorm. No matter how bad it is, it brings people together. Oh no. My house is over that next snowdrift. If it's buried in snow, then I actually don't know what I'm gonna do. Chop's in there. Chop is in my house. How much distance is that? Oh jeez. Oh no, guys. That's Chop. That's my house. And between us and that is that huge mountain of snow. It better not be buried. If it's buried, I actually don't know what I'm gonna do. It goes on. It goes on. Oh my goodness. No, it goes in. I've got a bad feeling about this. Do you reckon we could even drive up there? Something else has been driving this way. There's already tracks in the snow. That's pretty recent. They ended over here. That's interesting. Jeez, dude, how did this fall so quickly? I've only been gone for like an hour. 2 hours max. And this vehicle is really struggling to get up there. Come on. So close. No, don't slip down. Please don't slip down. We are so high up right now. Like, I'm literally higher than the hotel, which I overlooked from my house. And yeah, there we go. Did get stuck for a second, but everything's okay. Now, according to my map, my house is supposed to be... Please don't below... Oh, no, dude, it's right below me. In fact, I'm above my neighbor's house right now. If I just back up a little bit, then... Yep, this is Franklin's house. And we're already slipping back down. Put the brakes on. Okay, let's see what we're working with. A drift of snow taller than pretty much all the buildings in my neighborhood. I'm pretty much on par with some of the downtown towers. I'm as high as the FBI building right now. My house is right below me, and so is Chubb. I can't believe this. We're gonna have to dig down. We ain't got a choice. Come on, at least we got warm clothes. It's gonna take us forever. Well, we made it to our front door. By the way, we are really far down. I can't even see the top right now. Chubb, are you okay? Whoa, look at all the snow. How could this much cool down so quickly? There you are, you're okay. I'm glad I gave you the hot dog in the end. Listen, you're not going to get out that way. You can't stay here, especially not like this. Like, what if more snow comes down? We're going to be buried miles deep. At least the fire stayed on, and the house is pretty warm, but we better get moving. Come on, boy. Let's go. Now, we're going to have to get a little bit creative with the way out, so I'm just going to put some knives on my shoes. I'm going to start climbing up. I think that worked out pretty good. All right, just let me take these off before you start following me around. There we go, safe and sound. You just stay in my lap and don't make any sudden moves, okay? There's not much space in here. And I don't want to put you in the back where I put Micah. Now, it generally does it. We don't want to slip down this drift. Ooh, getting some speed. Whoa, hey, this is turning out to be quite fun. Now, which road is this? We'll figure it out. All the roads are being jumbled up now. This snow's coming down. So hard to tell exactly where I am. Whoa, God. Crashed again? Really? That's slippy. And I mean like the best vehicle ever as well. Hey, look at that. It's from the army. What are they doing out here? I thought they said we're not supposed to be driving. Hey, is everything okay?
You're not safe outside. It's too cold. We have an evacuation base. I can take you there now.
An evacuation base? Whereabouts?
The Los Santos Observatory, 2 miles away.
The Los Santos Observatory. Hey, listen, I would love to come with you right now, but I got a bunch of friends at the house, and we're going to buckle down there.
Stay safe out there.
You must be telling people about it. Honestly, I don't know. Where even is the observatory? Oh, it's right up there. Pretty much the highest point of the Vinewood Hills. Good place to have an evacuation point. Michael's. Oh, I remember. It's straight down the other side of this. Okay, chill. You're gonna want to hold on to something. I'm not even kidding. Here we go. Da-da-da. Whoa! I should have gone a little bit slower than that. Wow, I crashed the front of my vehicle. Oh, no. Oh, man, it's broken down. It sucks. And I'm not gonna lie, I think this might blow. I'm gonna get out of it. I'm looking at Michael's house. Anyway, is that the gardener? What is he doing still here? Oh no, I don't think we'll be mowing lawns for the next few days. Hey, come on inside. We can't have the gardener outside. That's so bad of Michael. Come on, let him in. Not cool. Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot. Michael isn't exactly the greatest of states. Did you save your dog? Yes, I did save my dog, Amanda. And it does have a name. Shop. It's a pretty cool name. Snow got into the kitchen? That's impossible. There was a window there. There was a window.
Came through the window like 10 minutes ago. It's pretty insane.
Pretty insane? Yeah, that's one way of talking about it. That's crazy. I can't believe how much snow came in. This blocks up like half the kitchen. We gotta dig this out, guys. Come on. The cooker is in the snow. That's not good. We're gonna need that to eat. Hey, listen, if we're gonna have to worry about getting snowed in, I know an evacuation point we can go to. We can head there now. It's on the observatory. There's a clear path.
Oh, weekend party.
No, that's not a good choice. Oh no, guys, stop dancing. We can't stay here. What if the house falls down? No, guys, come on, we need a thing. If we stay here too long, we could be trapped.
Trapped. Hey, that's not a bad thing when we're partying. Come on, join the party.
Oh, fine, we'll party. But if we do get trapped, this was your fault, not mine. Franklin's already getting the swing of it. Come on, play something loud. If you want Franklin to party, smash like on the video. It'll give us a little bit of good luck, because I really, really don't want to get trapped.
Tonight is gonna be the best in history.
Everything's spinning. Is that me, or can you guys see it too? That was a crazy night. So why can I see snow? What? No. I think we might be trapped in. At least the snow melted over here, but, excuse me. Sorry, get up. You're gonna want to wake up. No, don't go back to sleep. Wake up. Jeez, what about the front door? Step over. Wait. There's Trevor. Hey, wait, Michael! You're okay! No way! This door won't open! No, I step aside. I got an idea. You're just gonna want to do this. There we go. Oh no, we're snowed in. I don't even know how much we're snowed in either. This could be a few centimeters, or it could be a few meters. I better check around the house. Oh, hey, fancy seeing all of you here.
What's happening?
Well, we're snowed in. I told you we'd get snowed in.
Now, take him out.
Lester, I'm your friend. I told you we were gonna get snowed in. I literally told you this.
Yeah, well, party was worth it. we get out?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I want to know how much was snowed in by. Okay, so there's snow on the roof as well. I don't know. So, okay, so we're snowed in further than this house. It's not just that door. Now, listen, I've dug down to my house before, and that was pretty deep. So I guess we just keep digging. That's all we gotta do. Just keep digging, and I'll take you someplace safe. The evacuation point. Now, can everyone dig? Great. Amazing reception. Just use your hands, all right? Yeah. Just like that, we're out of there. Well done, guys. At your house, Michael. Man, you're not getting back in there for a while.
Yo,
But I did see a bus. You guys see that suit? I reckon we should take it. This is the perfect vehicle for us. Yeah, it's stuck in snow, though. So, hey, help me give this a push. There goes nothing. 3, 2, 1. God, got it. So I'm driving
why can't I drive?
because I found the bus. And I feel like I'm the only sensible one here as well. Okay, is everyone sitting comfortably? Excellent. Let's go. This is a full bus. I don't think I've ever driven a full bus before. So the observatory is right over there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. There's a little snow drift in front of it, but yeah, they're definitely going to be okay on that. So this will be a bumpy ride, and everyone just please put that seatbelt on. I can't believe I've lost my house, and so has Michael. I haven't even looked into those sandals yet, but you know what? It's so foggy, I can't actually see downtown. I can just about see. Whoa!
Hey, watch where you're driving.
Sorry, Lester.
One more crash, and I'll take over.
No, that's not happening, Trevor. I'm still a safer driver than you. Okay, we could have taken that road, but I can see a good connection. We'll just drive up the snow, get onto the hill, and go straight to the observatory. Easy peasy. Ah, man, look at that. I can see the flag. That's crazy. How is that like one of the only things still standing? Wow. All right, we go around the flag and straight up. This is where I put the bus to the test. Hey, check it out. We're already on top. Now straight up the hill, and we're nearly there. I'm glad we're making this decision and not staying in Los Santos any longer. I mean, who knows how deep the snow's gonna get? It's still snowing. It's only gonna get deeper. Whoa, remember the roads are still really slippy. Steering is so difficult to do. In fact, there is like no one driving around right now. How crazy is that? There is no one on the road. Wow, look at all the vehicles. Wow, looks like the entire army moved in. We've done a couple of repairs to the observatory. Right, I'm going to go and check this out, speak to them. Hey, I was told something about an evacuation base. Go inside the observatory, sir. Now. Go inside the observatory? Wait, we can go in there? I didn't realize we didn't go inside. Wow. Oh my days, they've done like an extension to the top and everything. And if this down here, oh, it's much warmer down here. Pretty good idea. I think they're trying to get as much warmth as they can. Must be one of the helicopters crashed out of the sky. Did the fuel freeze or something? Like, what happened?
Just go inside.
Oh, this? Yeah, this is awesome. Talk about an evacuation base. I got a TV. There's also a kitchen. We got everything we need. I just got to get my friends in here, too. Anyway, I'm pretty sure we'll be okay here, so I'm going to end the episode here, guys. It has been a crazy adventure. If you enjoyed, smash like and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. My name is Nord, and until next time, stay with us.
Nice.
What?
No. This is my dog.
I used to love Huawei products. They're one of the very few tech companies that no matter what, I would always tune in to see what they were announcing next, because it just felt like they were consistently trying something new. When they got banned in 2019, they got banned from selling in the US. I'm about to spend 12... I used to love Huawei products. They're one of the... I used to love Huawei products. They're one of the very few tech companies that no matter what, I would always tune in to see what they were announcing next, because it just felt like they were consistently trying something new. Then they got banned in 2019. They got banned from selling in the US. They got banned from working with US companies, and they even got banned from working with companies that just use US technology. It was brutal. And given how critical US tech is in the making of a smartphone, everything from the software to the chips to the antennae to get signal, everyone just kind of assumed, well, Huawei is just going to slowly die over the next couple of years and fade into history. But 4.5 years have passed since that ban, and Huawei is not dead. They're still making new products with new features that you probably didn't even know tech products could do right now. Which begs two questions. How are they doing that with all the restrictions? And also, how good are the products now? I've been surprised. I think you will too. So this is their latest stuff. Let's go from the tablet to the earphones to the watches to the thing that I'm most curious about, the smartphones. So this is the MatePad paper mat, and on the face of it, it seems pretty unremarkable. It feels very mid-range, like nothing bad about it, but just standard. Standard materials, standard looking camera, standard screen bezels. It's all about what you'd expect for a tablet just under $500. So it doesn't feel as good as Samsung or Apple's top-end tablets. The screen is this matte IPS panel. It's not OLED, and so you might be able to tell that while it can reach a high level of brightness, it just looks a tiny bit faint. It lacks that crunchy contrast, and also has a school computer from your IT suite kind of vibe to it. And also, it's running a mid-range Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 chip, so it's not the fastest. Like, if you check out the delay between my finger hitting this capture button and the tablet actually capturing, that's pretty criminal. But this is where we start to diverge from the tablets you might know. See, this is not running Android. This tablet is running Harmony OS. So years before the US ban actually came into place, clearly Huawei saw it coming and they'd started working on a backup plan. An operating system of their own that didn't rely on Google's Android. And I guess to compensate getting kicked out of the Google group, a way to create their own group to seamlessly integrate all of their products. Now, on one hand, this is basically Android. To make sure that every Harmony OS product is still compatible with Android apps, Huawei have to start with the basic open source available to everyone version of Android and then layer their OS on top of that. But on the other hand, this whole unification of their various devices that they talked about years ago, I feel like they've done it. So if I swipe down from the control panel, I'll see something called Huawei Super Device. Click into that, and this is basically my entire solar system of Huawei gadgets. And then if you want to link two products, you just drag one into another. So if I drag my earphones into this tablet, they become the audio source instead of the speakers on the tablet. And then within that, I've got settings for how I want that relationship to function. Like what kind of sound output I want my tablet to give to these earphones. But the coolest thing is what happens when you also throw a phone into the mix. So I'm getting to the phones themselves later, but just for the purpose of showing this feature, if I link my phone and my tablet together using Huawei Super Device, this is what happens. So that is my phone's home screen. And it's not just showing me what's on my phone. I can use my phone from this. And I spent the last few days figuring out all the things that means you can do, and it's very cool. So for example, if I'm watching a YouTube video on my phone and then I realize I actually want to go big screen, I just go into full screen on my phone, and then automatically it will not just full screen on the tablet, but actually turn it into the full YouTube tablet experience with the tablet user interface, even though it's still actually running off the phone. And that then also clears the phone to do something entirely different. You can do things like drag a photo that you've just taken on your phone into your tablet. I've got to give them credit for this. The devices feel so integrated that you actually forget when you do that you're sending something that's here to here. But then also crazy stuff. Like let's say, for example, I set my phone up here, and then from my tablet, I can have control over both sets of cameras, like a one-man production studio. The more I've looked into this super device feature, the more I've been surprised at how freeform it is. Essentially, it's however you want your Huawei products to work together, they can do that. Like if you have a Huawei tablet and a Huawei laptop, Super Device means that your tablet can become a second monitor, all wirelessly. Or let's say you wanted to draw something on your laptop, but your laptop's not touchscreen. Well, mirror that screen to your tablet, use your Huawei pen, and draw on that. So far, it's kind of like the Apple ecosystem, in that you feel both strongly encouraged and rewarded for each extra one of their products you buy into. So in isolation, I give this tablet a 6 out of 10. But that rating will increase as we add more products into the mix. But first, what are the earphones like? I gotta say, before this video, I'd never even considered actually using Huawei audio products, and I had no gauge on how good or bad they actually are. And, well, let's start with their entry-level FreeBuds SE2. Ironically, basic Apple AirPods. Very similar in terms of material. They look the same apart from this weird C-shaped cutout. And the case actually has a really nice opening and closing mechanism. It's not in the slightest bit loose. The main difference versus AirPods is actually the price. Apple's earphones are $170. Huawei's are $49. So surely there's going to be a massive gap in sound quality, right? Well, actually, no. These earphones, considering the type of earphones they are and that they don't go inside your ears and they just kind of sit next to them, they sound amazing. You notice a little bit of, when loads of instruments are playing at once, a lack of separation between them. But apart from that, the sound is punchy, it's detailed. They don't leak as much noise as AirPods do. I'm actually playing Taylor Swift right now. Not Taylor Swift. I'm listening at my normal listening volume and you probably can't hear anything. And then also, these things last 40 hours of listening time versus Apple's 30 when you're using their case for recharging. My only real gripe was setup. You know, when you're first trying to pair your earphones, you think, oh, maybe when I open the case, it'll activate Bluetooth and connect to my phone. No? Okay, well, maybe there's a button on the case that will activate the pairing mode. No. Do you know what you actually have to do? Touch and hold the small visible part of the touch-sensitive area on both earbuds at the same time while they're still in the case. It doesn't feel like it's been completely thought through. And then I had further problems getting the app on my phone to recognize them. Fiddly, but at least you only have to do that once, and it is all sorted now. So I would genuinely give these a 9 out of 10 and strongly recommend them. And they actually had me quite excited for the next tier. And that is the FreeBuds 5, which at $170 of 3.5 times the SE2s, exactly the same price as the AirPods, and definitely not free with the phone. And honestly, I have no idea what Huawei was thinking when they made these. You know, like, within any given company's product lines, you expect some sort of design consistency, right? But spot one similarity between these two earphones, apart from the fact that they're both earphones. I do wonder if these were designed by completely separate teams. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Huawei actually has a lot more employees than you'd think. They're over 200,000, which is actually more than Apple, who are just over 150,000. I mean, these FreeBuds 5, they look like some sort of alien drop pod from another dimension. But you know what? I respect that. You immediately notice a lot more tech. Like these earphones, they know when they're out of the case, they know when they're in and out of your ears, so they can pause and resume what you're playing. And yes, the case actually has a pairing button on it. And the app's actually really good. You can make your own equalizer. You can click Find My Earphones and they'll start beeping for you. It's a good feature. And also, as we were saying earlier, these synergize really well the more Huawei products you have. Because that's how I'm listening through earphones on my tablet, but I want to transfer those earphones now to listening to the audio from my phone. How do you do that? Well, open Super Device on your phone. You'll see all the available Huawei devices floating around this one. Drag the earphones in, and the switch and connection is instant. Plus, the FreeBuds 5 have noise isolation. You very rarely see active noise cancellation on earphones that don't actually go inside your ears. And upon using them, you can kind of see why. You can notice it the second you turn it on. Like, it does muffle the background noise, but you kind of have to pay attention to it to notice the difference. It definitely doesn't have that sitting in your own bubble feeling that you get with proper noise-cancelling buds. Mostly because with this type of design, there's way more likely to be slight gaps where outside noise can still get to your eardrums. And you know what? They're actually not even that comfy. You know, you kind of expect with the design this wacky that Huawei's figured out some sort of ergonomic secret that no one else has, which is kind of what they painted out to be. But no, really, they're just like you took a normal pair of earphones and you started melting them. They're similar feeling to the SE2s, but because they're heavier and a bit girthier, you just notice them a lot more. And the sound quality is, yes, slightly better than the SEs. It's high-res audio, but really, these are not worth 3.5 times the price of these. So I'm giving them a 7. And then the final pair of earphones is the top-of-the-line FreeBuds Pro 2, which have a pretty similar style to the 5s, but they're a bit less weird. And these are also co-engineered by DVLA. And yeah, most of these types of collaborations, they are a bit of a stretch, but I'd be lying if I said that logo didn't at least get me a bit excited. After all, the most impressive speaker I've ever heard in my life was made by DVLA. And you know what? Yeah, these are pretty pro. They're actually dual driver earphones, meaning that each earbud has not one, but 2 little speakers inside of it, which can help for specialization. You can have one focused on bass and one focused on higher notes. And honestly, these are a big step up in sound, surprisingly comfy given their chunkiness and very isolating. You put them in, the world around you dissipates. This is a good product. It's just, well, the finish is very glossy, so you put one finger on it and you will see that. And also, the battery life is not great. They say it should last 30 hours. I'd say it actually lasts about 25, which feels low compared to the 40 that you can get out of their most basic earphones. So I would give the pros an 8. Okay, so far, the answer to our original question of how good are Huawei products now is actually pretty good, better than I expected. And that's without even talking about the smart watches, which I think is where they're doing some of their cooler stuff. So there's 2 new models as part of their GT4 range. They've got a 46mm version, which is a bit too active looking for me, but this 41mm is completely different. I guess they've decided to use these 2 different sizes to not just target people who want a big watch versus a small watch, but 2 types of people with completely different watch tastes. And that's the second thing. The fact that they're circular means that they actually do look like watches. I'm wearing this 46mm one for the last week, and even though it's not my personal favorite, I've already had 2 people specifically divert conversation to tell me they love my watch. I was torn about it at the start, because I thought, well, the more rectangular shape of the Apple Watch should be more practical, because it's a bit closer to the smartphone form factor. But honestly, I have not once felt like I'm missing out on functionality. These watches are running a formatted version of Harmony OS, the same OS as the tablets. But the thing is that every baked-in app feels like it uses the space of the screen fully and efficiently. You get thorough, detailed insights that link straight to the Huawei Health app on your phone. It definitely gives the impression of a really high-end bit of kit with some really good quality sleep tracking on top of that. And oh yeah, this is mildly creepy. Anytime you lose your phone,
Wow. Scarlet Runner's just sent a replacement TV. That's how it's done.
If only promotions were done like that.
Can I have a promotion?
Yeah.
And a pony.
Can I get you anything, Susie?
See them out, please, Marky.
Direct line. That's how it's done.
Oh, I see. On a P&O Cruises holiday, I'm island hopping by the whirlpool.
Caribbean holidays from 1399. P&O Cruises. Holiday like never before. Atol protected.
It's time to buy for less than $6.
you have found your way to the heart of something huge.
I'm here.
What is that about? The fact that it's a circle means your watch faces can be much more realistic. And this idea they had to have a blooming watch face, where the flower opens up more and more the more exercise you do, is so smart. Probably the best thing is the battery. Most high-end smartwatches will get you through a full day. This will legitimately get you through a full week. I think these watches have really high potential. You know, they're just useful. Like, the number of times I've been sitting for long periods of time and then my watch will actually tell me that, encouraging me to get up and walk around for a bit. It's just, there's 2 things that let them down for me. One is the App Store. There's a more limited selection than most other smartwatches, and those apps have to be installed via your phone app. And then 2 is the consistency between the apps. Some apps are beautiful to look at, and they run at silky smooth 60 frames per second. Others look incredibly basic and run at poor frame rates, like genuinely quite reminiscent of the apps that you got when the very first smartphones were just appearing. Huawei actually has a ton of smartwatches, like probably more than any other company out there, all the way from sub $100 to plus $2,500. But this should give you an idea of the core software that underpins all of them. Right, time for the most interesting product of them all. Let's talk about the phones. So Huawei's had 2 major flagship launches recently. This one is the Huawei P60 Pro, which still comes with a full-size box, including everything you need for the phone. I think this is still the default for phones sold in China, whereas it's more in the West where we have this whole focus on eco packaging. And I genuinely think this phone looks decadent. Huawei isn't afraid to try different things in the name of fashion, and in this case, I'd say it's worked. But then this is the new Huawei Mate 60 Pro. And let me tell you, as a piece of hardware, this is the nicest phone I think I've ever held in my hands. I just think this company has made every possible correct decision and then gone further than anyone else has. This triple dot setup is, I think, a pretty cool way of still having proper 3D face scanning ability while minimizing the amount of solid black permanently on your screen. It's less of an interruption than Apple's Dynamic Island, and actually faster at face scanning. Plus, we just realized today something else very cool it allows it to do, which is to constantly be looking to see if your eyes are looking at the phone screen. If they are, the screen will be on, and as soon as you look away, the screen will turn off, which is great for battery and also being able to check your notifications. It's like a smarter version of the always-on display, because it's only always on when you need it to be always on. The body of the phone is matte all the way around, and while the bottom can get some fingerprints, the top section is completely resistant. The corners, extremely curved. It doesn't feel like you're holding a sharp object. It's the opposite. And the fact that the backplate smoothly transitions into the sides means there's no seam to worry about. But then also, this screen. We've seen curved sides on a screen before, but this is really softly, evenly curved from every single angle, top, bottom, corners. And they've done that without making the borders uneven or having any weirdness with the corners, which you tend to get when you try and do this. And like you have with the P60. Honestly, if I could snap my fingers right now and make my iPhone or my S23 Ultra feel like this, I would do it right now. The glass on this is also meant to be something quite special. It's called Kunlun Glass 2, and they're saying it's the strongest smartphone glass in the world. So Tell you what, let's look at the rest of the phone, and then we will actually test it against Apple's Ceramic Shield. The hardware, of course. So honestly, I think the software, which is Harmony OS again, is very pretty. I mean, it's packed with bloatware, don't get me wrong. I'm counting 58 pre-installed apps, not to mention a separate popular apps folder, which is obviously just a way to advertise without it feeling like an advert. But animations, very smooth. Similar quality to the iPhone, but just with more flexibility and flair. And it works so well with the curved glass from every angle to create this feeling of elegance and gracefulness. And if you're enjoying this rare look into Huawei right now, then a lot has gone into making it happen. So the sub to the channel would be harmonious. Also, I'm heading off to Japan today for a once-in-a-lifetime trip where I'll get to see lots of cool tech like this. So follow me on Instagram if you want to keep up with that. Anyway, everything responds to your touch in a way that makes sense. Like when you move an app on your home screen, the apps around the point where you drop it, they pulse, as if they just felt the impact of your move. When you're flicking between your recent apps, the app that you're currently holding actually pulls away from the rest, like it has real elasticity. And the transitions, when you select your quick settings, it's clear that time has been spent here. But also, you can do some really unusual stuff, like sort your apps by color, which the ultra-organized part of me finds highly satisfying. And you can peek into apps, not just by holding them down like you can on other phones, but swiping up on their icons. Like, isn't this such a cool way to be able to speed dial? And there's so many really high-quality widgets, with even the ability to group multiple into one tile, so they're more space efficient, and drag one widget on top of another to merge them into one. Okay, so all this surface-level stuff, that's all well and good, but one of the big questions on my mind here is, years on after the ban, where they lost contact with Google and so many other app and hardware suppliers, what has Huawei decided to do about it? How have they adapted their phones to still make them viable? So you do have a Huawei App Store. They call it the App Gallery. I would say it's functional, but it's janky. I think Huawei's realized that if they really want to compete, you can't feel like there's no app out there that you can't use because you're using a Huawei phone. So they found a way to make just about everything work. It's not necessarily the smoothest workaround. Like, there are a lot of mainstream apps that you can just go onto App Gallery and download straight away, like Booking.com and Snapchat and Telegram, but there's a lot that aren't, like Instagram. And when that happens, the store, no joke, it takes you to the App Parks website to download the APK file and install it yourself. But also then, there are some apps whose entire code base runs on Google services, which are banned from Huawei, like the map system in Uber, for example. So installing the app on the phone via APK file, it still wouldn't allow the app to run properly. So what Huawei's done is, instead of linking you to the apps to download, creating quick apps for the apps. Basically things that look like native apps, but are actually just shortcuts that take you to the mobile web pages. They work. They're not pretty. Now, there is also a tool they're bundling in called G-Space, which seemingly does give you full access to Google Apps. But it's just those apps have to be accessed via this specific G-Space portal, because I guess what's happening is when you enter the space, it's masking the real identity of your phone. It does work, but the fact that it is allowing you to access something that's banned makes it feel like a legal gray area. Oh, and it has a full screen ad every time you click on something. So if you're wondering what the state of Huawei is right now, then it's basically, if you decide that you want to use a Huawei phone and you're not in China, you still can. There's a way to make just about every single thing that you want to do work. You just got to be ready to put up with some jankiness. The only thing that you can't change is chipsets. And this is where it gets really weird. So basically, when the US ban first happened, the reason it seemed like the end for Huawei was the chipset situation. Huawei was at the time having their chips made by TSMC in Taiwan. But they were then blocked from that because TSMC was using US technology. Qualcomm was another option for chips, but since they're an actual US company, they couldn't really help out either. And then it didn't seem like any Chinese company could make their own high-end chips, because the extreme ultraviolet lithography machines required to do so were literally being made by one company, who also couldn't talk to them. But two things have happened since then. One, that Huawei has now been granted a license to work with Qualcomm on the basis that they only buy 4G versions of their chips instead of the 5G versions, and older versions of those chips at that. So this Huawei P60 Pro, for example, even though it's a 2023 phone, it uses a nerfed 4G version of a 2022 Qualcomm chip. But then this new Mate 60 Pro has done what the US didn't even think was possible. Somehow, out of nowhere, this thing apparently has its own made in China, modern architecture 7nm Kirin 9000S chip, capable of 5G download speeds. These are all things that, according to US sanctions, should not have been able to happen. Even though not bleeding edge tech, it seems like the idea of US sanctions was to effectively send Huawei back into the stone age of technology. And this is a clear demonstration of how that actually hasn't happened. So there's a lot of rumors going on right now. Some people speculate that it's actually a 14-nanometer process that's been modified to act like a more recent 7-nanometer chip. Some reports are saying it's a reskinned version of a chip that Huawei used to get from TSMC before they were banned. Or a Chinese company actually has internally rebuilt from the ground up the tech required to make proper high-end 5G chips. No concrete answers yet, but it's all just very weird. All right, but the cameras were always the highlight of Huawei phones. So where are they now? Well, if you watch my video about the smartphone camera explained, you'll find this especially interesting because these phones, as well as using their ultra-wide cameras, can also use their 3.5 times telephoto cameras for close-up macro shots, which is honestly better. It means you can get super close to objects without actually needing to get super close and distort them or block all the light getting to them, and the end shots just look really high quality and cinematic. And also, these phones have a completely variable aperture. So you go into Pro mode, and just like with a real high-end lens, you can adjust this dial to select any aperture you want in between f1.4 and f4. I gotta say, I miss these cameras so much. I mean, they have like the fastest shutter time of any phone. The stabilization is amazing. I took this on a motorway. If my car was shaking, this camera was not. They have super wide front cameras for big group shots, and the night mode. The night mode is as capable as I remember it to be versus its peers. I actually took these against my iPhone 15 Pro Max, and while Huawei has a slight leg up because its main camera is naturally more zoomed in, it's equally pretty clear that they haven't fallen behind here. Okay, so you film on the P60 Pro, and I'm going to do this durability test. Okay, have you ever got one of these texts or one of these fake login attempt emails? I know, I get them like 3 times a week. And essentially when that happens, someone is trying to either hack you or scam you. But how do they even get your information? Okay, this is height 1 drop on Apple Ceramic Shield. Completely unlocked. Well, let's say that you play an online game and that game's servers got hacked. Now, anyone who's hacking game servers, they're not doing it because they just got bored on their day off. No, they're going to sell that data to people who want to use it for stuff like this. And if you use the same username and password across multiple accounts, then you're basically exposed from every angle. All right, height drop 2. Thanks. Still okay. And that is why I use Guardio. Guardio is pure security. It alerts me in real time what my passwords leak. It lets you know where those passwords have leaked from so you can take immediate action. Okay, this has to break now. 3, 2, 1. Somebody. That was all. Hammer on height 2. There we go. That was quite serious damage. Guardio also protects you from emails, which you might think are innocent, but are actually designed to steal your data. Web pages that are constructed to get hold of your payment details, and also just malware in general. And we've got a 7-day trial, as well as 20% off the already affordable subscription cost, which covers 5 users under 1 account. And that'll auto-apply if you head to guard.io/box. The iPhone is very durable. Let's see if this is the same. There's nothing. Okay, let's drop Mate 2. Still nothing. And the final test to see if Kunlun glass can beat ceramic shield. That's a 3 smacks. So actually, yes, that is the toughest slap I've ever seen on a phone.
The Oracle Dual Boiler has arrived with our largest, highly responsive touchscreen run by a quad-core processor 4 times more powerful than its predecessor. Auto Mode delivers instant mastery in a few simple steps.
I'm about to...
This is the start of the show. This is a 65-inch rollable TV that comes out and literally is just right in front of you. Look at this. Mercedes reached out and they said, we have this concept car that we want you guys to check out. It's called the Vision Z. Here it is. We got 1 day with it. 1 day. And unfortunately, Lou is sick today. Okay? He can't make it in. Will, me, and Mo are going to do our best to show you guys what to expect. And here we go. So, guys, super exciting. This is called the Mercedes Vision Z. And I mean, look at this thing. This thing is futuristic. You can kind of see that it's super flowy. It just looks like a dream car. And look, it's no glass. Like, there's no car. So here we have over 400 LED lights, and even here, this is a Mercedes first, where the emblem actually lights up as well. So the lights, as you can see, the indicator lights flow through with a nice orange, which stretches out into the side mirrors and actually flows through the back as well. I mean, we can take a look at the back. Look at this. This is a full-on circular lighting. Like, just look at it. It's beautiful. So this paint is actually called Alobeam, and it's proprietary to Mercedes. It's supposed to reflect certain environmental lights. So it changes with the environment that it's in. And this entire back piece is one piece of glass, half painted, and you can kind of see the honeycomb pattern here. There's a nice texture to it. All these little intricate details. Now, these are the chrome wheels, 24-inch. They also light up as well. And it seems to have a nice gradient coming out from the side. It's not super intense. It's just super subtle. Very cool. It's obviously an EV, so it doesn't have any fins here. But you can kind of see the design of the headlights translate to all the lights around here as well. And they animate. So before we go in, there's a couple of cool features around the outside. The glass is actually transparent. You can kind of see, look at that. It's slightly transparent with a nice tint, and you can kind of see a little peek inside. A little taste. Super modern, super sleek. So as you can tell, we're going to have a couple wires that's installed here. And the reason is because it's a show car, it's a concept car, and it needs to be plugged in. So there's some pretty cool tech here. On the other side, there's facial recognition. Since there are no handles, it recognizes your face and then opens up. This one also has a screen here. If you're looking for a taxi, a luxurious taxi, you can maybe slot your name here or something, right? That's kind of cool. But if you actually just touch it, here we go. Look at that. Whoa. Check this out. This is intense. This is what everyone would be looking for an ultra futuristic vehicle. I mean, you just want to live in there. All of this detail, look at this. There's sunglasses in here with a display case, like a shopping mall experience. Like, look at the displays here. Like, you have your phone, you have your tablet, and everything here is just well lit. You'll notice that there's going to be a lot of lights inside, much like how all modern vehicles have. But what makes it really special is that they infuse the light into the car itself, where it does look very subtle, but it also brightens up the space into more of like an ambient mode or something. And all Mercedes vehicles, at least the new ones, have this kind of subtle LED ambient kind of just in the background. So these chairs are also custom designed. As you can see, this is not a normal looking chair. It's actually folded into the design like a roof or a figure 8 or something. It's very unique. Again, everything here just seems so clean and ultra modern. It almost feels like a futuristic condo. I mean, I definitely could drive some long stretches in this car. UI and entertainment and settings within the car, easily reachable. Nice on the steering wheel, it's leather wrapped. You have all your settings here as well. Capacitive buttons and tactile switches here.
So this video has been sponsored by the Safety 9 dash cam. If you want to upgrade the tech on your existing vehicle, then this is definitely the way to do so. This is a 4K UHD front-facing dash cam, and it actually has a rear module as well. So it will record video from up front and back, and the rear one wires into the front one where everything is recorded onto a micro SD card slot. There you can see what the display is going to look like. And I've also got their hardwire kit here. And this lets you know what the app looks like. You can see you have a live view on your phone. Essentially, your phone will connect to this device so you can easily get your clips off of here without necessarily removing the micro SD card. And you can buy it with a couple different micro SD configurations. This one has a 64 gig included. So you get these electrostatic stickers, which help with installation and protect your windshield. All the variety of accessories you're going to need to get this thing set up. Now you can get power to the dash cam in two different ways, either via USB directly with a 5-volt output that your car probably has, or you can send this cable into the 5-volt 2-amp cigarette lighter style and you can power it that way. Here is the dash cam itself, the Safety 9 4K UHD. Here is where we're going to install our micro SD card. This is our DC in for power. We've got a power button on the other side. It's all fairly compact, and of course you've got the large display there in order to monitor what's going on. 4K UHD resolution, Sony Starvis sensor, a 3.16-inch IPS touchscreen, plus there's an app, AI power. So here is the rear camera. So even if you get rear-ended or some kind of nefarious activities going on behind your vehicle, you're catching that as well. So if you're looking to upgrade the tech on your existing car, go ahead and check out the Safety 9 4K UHD Wi-Fi enabled dash cam.
There you go. Wow, look at this. This is what we all came here for. As you can see, everything is automated, including the doors, and you have a track there that just comes up. Look at this. So this is the place you want to be in. The driver's seat is great, but the back seat is intense. Look at this. It's almost got like a chandelier thing going on. Okay. Yeah. I feel uncomfortable this in there. It's like, what am I doing? But here we go. I guess I'm going in. All right. So here we go.
Poor creatures. We've been feeding them second-rate internet through these old telephone wires for decades. You can clear for landing.
Rural Britain, ditch your glitchy old broadband provider. Switch to up to 15 times faster full fiber. GigaClear, faster broadband for rural Britain.
Turn nicotine cravings down. Try Nicotinell to double your chances of quitting smoking.
Donutters, the crazy action game of picking up donuts. 2 nutty ways to play. Scoop the donuts and put them on your board to win. Or be the fastest to get all of your donuts on your trunk. Donutters, it's elephantastic for my deal.
So this is the first time I've been in here. And wow, okay. I feel like this is not a vehicle. I don't think that it is. When I walk in here, I just feel like this is some sort of futuristic tunnel. And everything here seems to be so organic, but modern as well. I mean, there's a chess set here for some reason, where people can set up a chessboard right here. So you take this, look at that. These 2 tables come out like that. Then the cup holder too. You have a chessboard. This is a mini table as well, but you can extend it to something that's bigger. Okay. So if you want to have a laptop here, if you want to have snacks for 2 people, there you go. It's like every single thing that I look at is so intelligently designed. Like this thing, I can look at it for hours. I mean, obviously this is a speaker. Most thought it was a battery network. Obviously, speakers can be designed along the walls of the car, but when it's directed towards you, you just feel like you're in some sort of theater. These chairs are quite comfortable, but as you can see that there's a footrest here as well. So these seats can actually go zero gravity. It's almost like these ridges on the seat has a massage function in and of itself. I can't really explain it. It's just very, very relaxing, very comfortable. Let's get to the entertainment side. This is the star of the show. This is a 65-inch rollable TV that comes out and literally is just right in front of you. And look at this. This is where the experience takes you to another level. You have the comfortable seats, you have the 65-inch TV, you have over 40 speakers, but you have 7 other projectors that's tied into this car. Look at this. It gets tented onto the window, onto the roof. I saw some projections on the floor. Now you feel like you're watching the Aurora Borealis. You're here. You are right here. And everything gets tied together. I mean, look at those little dots there, the projection. When you're looking outside, you can also see the Borealis outside. It's projected on the window. So there's a couple animations here that really showcase the projection. Whatever shows on screen, it fans out into the windows as well. And it's very subtle, but it just makes everything so much more immersive. Along with the colors, along with, wow, look at that. There you go. But here's the F1 movie. It has Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. You get a full theater experience. This is the Dolby demo that it's showing. And you can really hear the surround sound. What is the soundscape system under the seat? Wow. Look at this bar here. It shows you how long the video is playing. That's not on the display. That's a projection. You have a TV that's in front of you, but if you want to see what is actually in front of you, in front of the car, you'll have this view that will display the street and where the car is going, so you don't feel lost or disoriented. So you can also shop if you want to do some shopping while you're waiting in this car. Look at that. You can buy your own vehicle. Oh, there's an NFC or something. You can buy some perfume. Look at that. A diamond ring. Look at, when you're ready for the big commitment there. So there's also a work mode. There's a meeting, and then you can join the cameras that will show you. Hello. This is yeah, obviously there's some things that are scripted here. There's a relax mode. If you just want to turn everything off after a long meeting at work or something, you can go to zero gravity mode, relax, watch the Borealis, and also what you'll see is your destination, distance. You see the time. It's super subtle. You're fully immersed, but you also want to be informed. So it's really cool. You can also game here. So this display is 65 inches, and it's also using LG's technology with rollables. So this OLED screen can actually roll downwards. As you can see, it rolls down to the floor of the cabin. This also has a feature where the screen can roll down to about a quarter of the way and produce a nice fireplace. And it will show off more of the fireplace down at your feet with these lighting panels. So this will also give you a nice view of the front glass if you want to see what's up ahead. You can have it fully transparent, or you can have it striped, or you can have it fully opaque and see nothing. Okay, there you have it, guys. This is the first look at the Mercedes Vision V concept car. Apparently next year they're going to be coming out with the real thing. There's going to be two versions, the VLE, which is the family extended larger version, and the VLS, which is the more luxurious teched out version. So be on the lookout for those. And I don't know. I would say I think Lou might be out of a job now. I think we have a new host of Unbox Therapy.
Debbie's orders were really stacking up. But now she uses Canva to create really, really good reports, inventories, and menus. So there's more time to focus on making her small business big business, Canva.
Rio Mare. Great taste needs very little. Italy's favourite private quality tuna and specially selected olive oil. Rio Mare. Real Italian taste.
See, just a giant tricycle with a lawnmower engine attached to it, and he called it the patent motor wagon. And then, yes, he did actually patent it. Right, there's a bit of a technique to this. So, wait for the sound, bring it back this way, and then smack the wheel over. I can't actually believe this thing still turns on. I'm about to drive the first car ever made. Oh my God, we got gas! This is absolutely insane. So I can accelerate here, and this thing goes up to, you won't believe it, 16 kilometers per hour, which is actually a lot faster than I want to be going in this. The motor wagon was a flop. No one cared. People were so used to their horses that by comparison, this, which only had about 0.75 horsepower, just seemed like the more dangerous, more pointless, and noisier alternative. But then, this is the insane bit. Carl's wife, one morning in 1888, took this car without telling him and drove 106 kilometers in one go, fixing it a couple of times with her hairpin, topping it up with fuel from a pharmacy, because remember, there was no such thing as a petrol station back then, and this thing ran on what was essentially cleaning fluid, and in doing so, she completed the first ever road trip. The newspapers went absolutely crazy about it. Investors started lining up at Carl's door, and that is how the car began.
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Oh my goodness me. Oh. Fun. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Thank you.